Hi friends, please subscribe my channel for technical training and placement related videos. And if you want more updates on my videos, please click on bell icon. Thank you for subscribing. Hi friends, welcome to LV Training Solutions. Today we are going to see the difference between the for loop and while loop. So most of the programs we are going to use these one of the loop, for loop and while loop, and you can't assume without using for or while. But we have one doubt. So is the for and while both are the same? Is there any difference? And which one is the faster? And there is a lot of difference between the for loop and while loop. But you need to know the things. In the interview point of view, most of the interviewers they are concentrating on how for loop is different from the while loop and what is the situation you are going to use the while loop and for loop. See, if you observe the Python, C, Java, C++, so all the languages contains both C, for loop and as well as the while loop. But what is the main difference when you are going to use a for loop and when you are going to use the while loop? So what is the difference and where you need to use the for loop and as well as where you need to use the while loop? That is the main important thing you need to know. So in this class I am going to tell you how and where you need to use the while loop and for loop, right? See, this is the syntax of the for loop. See, the for loop syntax contains three compartments. See, initialization, condition and increment decrement. This is the syntax for the C, C++, Java. Coming to the Python, there is a for, here we have a one colon also, right? One colon also. For variable in range of value. This is the Python syntax. This is the Python syntax for the for loop. This is the syntax for the C++, Java, C. First you clear with the syntax, then you will see the difference between the for loop and as well as the while loop. See, coming to the while loop syntax, see in the while you have only one value, that is a condition. Here it contains three things: initialization, condition, increment, decrement in the same compartment. Right? In the same compartment, you have all the things separated with the semicolons. Separated with the semicolon. Please note these. And for loop, even if you write like this, for of with two semicolons, this also correct syntax. Right? Even you can leave these compartments as empty. The syntax is also right. This is also right. Right? Is this clear? So coming to the while loop, see, it has only one condition. Only one condition. If the condition true, it executes. Otherwise, it doesn't execute. Right? But what is the difference? Where you need to use the for loop and where you need to use the while loop? See, this is the program. Whenever you know how many iterations are going to run. How many iterations are going to run? If you know the thing, then you go for the for loop. See, we observe this program factorial. Suppose you need to find the factorial of 5. You know very well, factorial of 5 means you need to repeat the loop 5 times, right? 5 times. Then, those situations directly you can use a for loop. Simple, it just starts with the I equal to 1 and you are going to repeat that value from I to 5. That's all. It's a factorial of a simple program. Factorial of given number is a simple program using for loop. See, I took the value as n is 5. See what happened? Initially I value is 1, right? And 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true. And I equal to 2, 2 less than or equal to 5, condition true. 3 less than or equal to 5, condition true. 4 less than or equal to 5, condition true. 5 less than or equal to 5, condition true. Means the loop repeats 5 times. Simple. When you know how many iterations are going to happen, then simply you go for the for loop. Coming to the next, you don't know how many iterations are going to happen. This is indefinite. Then you go for the while loop. See, for example, I want to find the sum of digits of given number. For example, my number is 521. 521. I don't know how many digits in the given number, because if you take the 521, the number is 521, but the digits are only contains 3. How do you know the digits? So it is not possible to find the how many digits of a given number. So it's indefinite. For those situations, you go for the while loop. See here what I am going to do. I'm just write the condition. There is no starting value, there is no ending value, there is no increment, decrement. Nothing is there, right? So for those situations, you go for the while loop. See, while n is greater than 0. First time what happened? 521 is greater than 0. Condition true, right? You enter into the loop. n by 2 means it remove the last digit. Means it goes to 552 is greater than 0, right? Next 5 is greater than 0. Next is 0 is condition false. Each time, every time it first adds 1 and after that 2, 5. Means you will get 8 is the answer. You will get the 8 is the answer. Is this clear? Please remember the point. When you know the how many iterations are going to happen, then simply go for the for loop. You don't know how many iterations are going to happen, then you go for the while loop. That is the main difference between the for loop and while loop, right? But I need to know one thing here. Sir, can I find a factorial using while loop? Why not? Can I find a what is that? Sum of digits of given number using for loop? Yes, you can replace the while with for and for with while in CPP and Java and C. Right? See, the same program I just use a while loop, but I need initialization here and the increment here and condition here. Right? So if you write the same all things in the one place, it is easy to debug the program. The three and the different places is not much easy. And as well as coming to the here, I simply am going to write the condition, right? So here and here, the two parts are empty. When it is empty, then so why unnecessarily writing the for loop? There is a reason. When you know the how many iterations, you go for the for loop, and you don't know, then you go for the while loop. Even you can replace also. There is no issue. But in Python, the while loop is only work with the condition, but for loop is also extract the collections. You know very well. For example, if I write like this, for I in list L, then what happened? The I is retrieve one by one value from the list, one by one element from the list, right? This is not happen in the while loop, right? Which is the faster? Generally, if you are going to write a infinity loop, generally in while loop you should write like this. But in for you no need to mention anything. You just write like this. See, for example, for 2 colons print high. Then the high will print infinite number of times. So no need to write any condition here. So for that situations, for is somewhat better than the while loop. Then there is no much difference in the C, CPP, Java. But in the C# there is a much difference in the C, for and while. Coming to the C#, see the time complex, the time taken for the for loop is going to between the 2.95 to 3.02. But the while loop is 3.0, means is nearly 0.10 milliseconds are extra, right? Just now we have discussed Python is somewhat extra elegant in the for loop point of view, right? It's not much difference. So only the thing is, when you know the how many iterations are going on, then you go for the for loop. Otherwise you go for the while loop, but it is not at all as a mandatory. Even you can replace in the vice versa. There is no this is wrong thing, but it is the way you need to use it for loop and the way you need to use it while loop. Okay, for loop and while loop. So in the next also I am going to take the one by one values and concepts. I am going to explain these concepts, right? So please follow my channel and you will get all the updates. Thank you.
Hi friends, please subscribe my channel for technical training and placement related videos. And if you want more updates on my videos, please click on bell icon. Thank you for subscribing.